This is 25 to life, and I just want to say I seen more dead CEOs than I ever dreamed I would. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I like it. Yeah, man. Red Dragon out in this bitch once again. Obviously, wherever the fuck nigga at, you don't want no problems in this bitch. And that's why I think they know why they hired a nigga like me, man. It's something in my soul that resonate with this beef shit, man. This is where I can fuck a nigga up on sight, and then I don't have to worry about people saying it's done unjustly. But at the end of the day, man, what I really wanted to come in and say, man, I was gonna do the video regardless, but it just so happened that niggas walking around this bitch with book bags on, looking like, I don't know, they might got tools to bust windows, how they did the last few weeks. Now what's been reported to me, what I can say out loud to y'all, I ain't gonna give y'all everything, because once again, I'm still, you know, I'm working for these motherfuckers. You know, that's usually how niggas get fired. They run their mouth on the internet too much. But what I'm gonna share to y'all is a couple things. I looked into my job title name, meaning the Nightsman shit, and yeah, man, about the so-called problems that's been, you know, that it happened out here. I'm gonna keep that brief. Now, this is not no motherfucking every week. This ain't no, you know, ain't nobody saying like fuck getting their shit broke in. But there has been 3 incidences since I've been working here that when I come in, they have to tell me that, hey, you know, when somebody else is here, they be like, yeah, somebody, you know, car was broken into or their windows was busted out. Now, the main thing is this. They usually hit this little, I ain't gonna show y'all the whole, because I don't know who watching this and who whatever, but I don't want to get too much information. But they usually hit this little back strip where I'm at right now. And I know it look bright as fuck out here right now. It do, don't it? It's 20 times brighter than that when all the businesses around here is lit up, but where we at, niggas is by trees. Niggas is let me just say, this camera is doing the lighting a little bit more adjusted. Now, yeah, we got like a light pole right here, a couple light poles around this bitch. But this is like, if I show y'all the real scoop, y'all see it ain't shit but darkness everywhere else. So, but yeah, man, I'll keep looking around just in case I catch this bitch ass around this motherfucker. But, yeah, so the Nightsman thing, man. This shit goes back. Way back. I don't want to get into no Illuminati shit, no conspiracy shit, which I do believe all that shit. I'm just saying, for the people that be like, oh, here you go, I'm just saying, man, first off, I just want to say that the job title is deep as fuck once you really go back and do your real research. Don't just Google the shit once. I'm talking about go and read as much as you can on what's considered a Nights Watchman. Now, usually that they use that, the full name is a Nights Watchman. That's the full name. And how you can look at this shit is like it's a form of security, obviously, but it's not really, the best analogy I can use is it's like a branch of security. So, because everybody usually think like, okay, is technically you're a security guard? No, bitch, that ain't what it mean. It is, but it ain't. So there's a difference between a security guard and a Nights Watchman, which I thought the same thing that one of y'all probably was thinking, if that's what you thought. But doing the hardcore research, and I'm talking about digging deep, this shit got deep roots. Every hotel do not have what's considered a Nightsman. And there are certain things I can't share with y'all because from what I read and understand, even doing my research about hotels in general, it's certain shit you just don't share about hotels on the internet. Unless you want to lose your damn job, of course. I mean, if you're working for them. But, I mean, if you get out, I mean, if you ain't working for them, you know, touche. But, yeah, I don't know. They might send a motherfucker. Let me stop, man. Because I know some of y'all, I'm laughing, but no, this shit I done dug into, this shit's serious, man. It's serious. Not saying that the hotel got no criminal type of shit. It's a business reason why you don't share shit. That's all I'm going to say on that. But, yeah, man, so back to the job title, Nightsman. Now, obviously, when I was hired, they had said they got my money. So if they write me a check or something like that and they give me a job title, it's going to say housekeeper aide. I do not do housekeeping shit. So I'm just going to put that out. But I feel like that's what you call that's like the cover up to get a motherfucker through the door to get into this kind of shit, which I don't think is bad. I think it's good. Now, it's crazy because I initially was like, I just was going to try housekeeping. That's what I was going to do. But housekeeping work is during the day, not at night. See, this is like, if y'all work in hotels, y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, this is shit I obviously didn't know about. This is my first time ever getting into this business, and I'm intrigued by names, and I like looking at origins of shit. So when I get into, when I got in here, and I've been here for some months now, over 6 months now, I think. But long story short, I just looked at my name one day, it's like, I'm like, damn, Nightsman. I want to see what the origins of a Nightsman is. Like, when did they, like, why do hotels need that or use that? And what I found out is every hotel a lot of hotels, not every, but a lot of hotels, they don't got Nightsmans. And there's a reason for that. I won't say right now until I'm 100% clear if I should say, And it's probably like, man, it ain't that serious. I'm going to say this. They wouldn't have policies on what you should be able to share if it wasn't that shit. That's all I'm gonna say. And secondly is just looking at the whole history of the shit. A Nightsman is technically that dude that you see walking around. He usually old, got a cane, but he usually got the lantern, probably got a dog. It's just, he old and fragile. It's the motherfucker that usually depict as a Nightsman, or he a little bit older. You don't necessarily gotta be elderly, but he's just an older man that he walks around the whole entire town. So as he walks around the town, he just technically watching, making sure motherfuckers don't come in the town that's not supposed to be there. And I gotta use town and city for all the, the technical people, because city and town is technically different. Town, I guess, is a little bit smaller than the city. So, but yeah, long story short with that, the town. And the town usually has walls or, gates up, or they got ditches around the entire town to, try to deter bandits and all that shit. And that's how far it go back. Once again, this shit go back into biblical days. I don't want to take y'all that far back, because I know some people don't like the Bible, all you atheist motherfuckers. But the deeper I got into it, and I can't wait to, get back and look at some more shit. My brain is really intrigued, and I'm like, this shit is deep. So let me just finish what I was saying. Nightsman, watch the sound, make sure it's obvious shit. Sound like security guard shit, right? Right. But security guards don't track numbers on guests, or let's say like a census type of thing. See here, this is where your brain really got to read between the lines right now. A security guard only job is to make sure shit cool. That's it. A security guard is there to fuck you up too if you get out of hand. That's it, right? Security guards, it's not as they like lower level or grade A. A Nights Watchman, once again, the best analogy I can use is like a branch of the military. You know how they got the Marines, they got the Navy, they got the Air Force, they got that shit. So yeah, it's all under like a security type of thing, but different branches do different shit, and some branches have a higher responsibility or is able to use a little bit more lethal force. Like the Air Force, technically they not gonna be on the ground shooting with you. They gonna drop bombs from the fucking air. Like the Navy gonna come by ship and blow your ass from the water. They ain't gotta step off. Now the Marines gotta get up close and personal with you. That's a security guard. Now a watchman, a Nightsman, I guess this is the line of work that would be considered like a Navy SEAL, something like a Black Ops. It's literally, bro, like once again, don't do no simple, you can simple Google it, but you gotta go deep how I went deep. Because it's not gonna give you the information that I see. It's to the point where this is like some blacklist type of job. Like it's almost like you like a Black Ops, which is, that's what they say, the government, those are soldiers that the government don't release names and shit like that. Now obviously it ain't to that standard. I ain't saying this government issue. I ain't trying to sound special. I ain't trying to say this is just the most whatever, but there is a sense of discreetness that comes with this shit. And the whole main thing is to obviously make sure motherfuckers is not fucking up. But I'm just gonna go over the history, and I just want to show y'all just how closely related my job is. That's technically what this is. I want to show you how closely related my job is now, as it was technically the same as it was all these years back, since the old motherfucker and the dog with the cane, or the old motherfucker with the damn jack-o'-lantern going around. So technically, okay, bam, the Nightsman job was to go around, make sure everybody's safe, and then he goes house to house, making sure doors and all this shit. Motherfucking, you know, houses ain't broken into, all that kind of shit. That's what he was there for. And obviously if he came across any of that, he is supposed to alarm the city, like wake the city up. That's where the bell ring had come from. The ding in the middle of the night. If you ever been to a graveyard, it's almost like that, the graveyard shit. It's deep, because all this shit is interlinked. I can't go over everything, but it's almost like the nigga that worked the graveyard, like the real dude. I forgot what they call him. I don't know if he a grave digger or the dude that worked the graveyard at night. He technically like that. And biblically wise, it goes back to that point where it was saying, I don't know if y'all remember the scripture that say, I'm gonna come like a thief in the night, and whoever don't got the lamb's blood on their door, that's the family was getting killed. You had to have a blood lamb on the door for when God had came through there, or he sent, I forgot the whole, like the actual story of it. I don't want to give no false shit, but long story short, you have to have the blood of the lamb on your door. Oh, the angel of death was coming through, and the angel would skip all the doors with the blood on it, and everybody who didn't, the angel will go, you getting your shit slaughtered. That's when the death, where they say death will swallow you up. And he said, like he said, he come like a thief in the night. This shit is tied in with some shit like that. My job is technically, it's the lighter form. Obviously ain't nobody coming here killing nobody. See, look, I don't want to get too deep on that, and I know the video been going too long, but long story short, I do shit like that. That's as much information I'm giving on that. I ain't gonna get no more information. I still do that shit. I make sure that I get certain information, this room, that room, depicting on what they got on their door, bro. And this is where the chills start to come up, because it's extra shit. Like I said, I ain't gonna go into everything, and I don't want to keep talking in circles. But I just thought I wanted to get on here, share that, make a quick documentation of that on the spot. That yeah, man, I'm technically doing the same exact shit that if we was back in medieval times, I'm that nigga right now with the motherfucking jack-o'-lantern, or AKA I'm the angel of death. And I can say that because that Nights Watchmen, them niggas got bodies. Them niggas got bodies that don't nobody in the rest of the city would know about. That's why they made sure it was a, you know, an older man. And once the police force technically took the Nightsman job out of the context for the city, and it came to a point in time where businesses started to hire what was called Nightsmen or night watchers, which is technically, if they got a murk, they gonna murk your ass and do away with you, so the rest of the town and the kids don't gotta see. So, and it's under the cloak of darkness. Get the picture? See, security is that's daytime. That's just, it don't matter. Security, you just guarding all hours of the day, maybe. Daytime shit, nighttime shit. Nightsman, it's 100% night, and it's a reason. You gotta murk a motherfucker. It's for the guests. They don't see this shit. And I wish I could. I don't know, I'll probably do a breakdown video. But yeah, once I leave here, if I can remember about this shit, I'm gonna do more research. But I want to break this shit down a little bit more deeper, man. Not saying they expect a nigga to catch nobody. I ain't saying all that. But I feel like it's a reason, and it's crazy how I wind up even getting this job in the first place. And technically I wasn't even supposed to be doing this job. Long story short, in my process, and I feel like I understand everything better now. My positioning, even my level of, like I said, I don't want to get too much information, but I have a lot of power. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say that I have a lot of power, and I'm gonna just catch y'all. Red Dragon, I'm out this bitch, man. Yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for listening.